moving into what I'm talking about here at George Floyd, right here, the world changed. Literally, the world woke up in a big way. I'm talking like 3 blocks, not even 3 blocks from where I'm sitting right now. And in that street, it woke up a lot of people to what was happening. It woke up a lot of people to the fact that whether we agree with it or not, and I'm talking to everybody, and I know I have a lot of people on both sides of the coin that watch this. And by that, I mean people that are on the conservative side, people that are on the liberal side, people that are running the thing. There is racial injustice, racial inequality in our country. Fact. It's just there, guys. We need to address it. There is social inequality in our country. We need to address it. Fact. There is class inequality in our country. We need to address it. Fact. These are just, and it's a human thing, guys. It doesn't have to be political. And I'm so tired of this whole campaign and everything happening right now with the Republicans versus people of color. Like, it's turning into these polarized opposites, and it blows my mind. If you're a Republican, you're a white supremacist, you're a racist. And if you're not for, the Democratic Party, or if you're with the Democratic Party, you must be some super left like terrorist that hates the world, or hates the country, whatever. And it's just, there are all these crazy viewpoints that are taking people away from what used to be an opportunity for people to just feel differently, and that's okay for you to not agree with each other. A lot of people don't agree with me. That's okay. This is just me talking. This isn't each of my views, but it's just wild to see that there's so much anger and animosity towards people right now for no reason. Like, we're just choosing to be mad. We're choosing to be upset at somebody over who they vote for. Like, it's crazy to me right now when you ask people who they're going to vote for, and there's people are hesitant to answer. Like, well, I don't really want to tell you that. I don't feel comfortable telling you that. Why would you not feel comfortable stating who you vote for? Like, there used to be, I mean, in my infinite 73 years of experience in the world, there used to be plenty of opportunity for people to have conversations, right? There used to be plenty of opportunity for people to just talk to each other and get to know each other's viewpoints. And I don't know how we got so far away from that. I don't know how we've gotten so far away from the ability to just conversate, ask questions, sit down. It used to be like, don't bring up politics or religion. Why? Why is that so off limits? Why is it so taboo for us to have issues with talking about politics and religion? And I think everyone is, that just blows my mind. Like, we should be able to converse about anything, and appreciate, hey, you feel the way you feel, I feel the way I feel. High five. I'm gonna go ahead and get some barbecue up here with the family of George Floyd, and that shouldn't make you upset. Like, because you hear people say, how could you ever like sit down with these people? How could you ever, and I'm just like, how could you not want to sit down and find out what someone's life's all about, good or bad, better or worse, your side, my side, left or right. I mean, come on, man. We need to get over ourselves, guys. And but people are so stuck in these, like, they want to preach about their politics and about their stance and how right they are, and that's cool. That's right for you. Great. That's what's 100% rings solid and true for you. Great. That's okay. You can feel that way. You can believe that way. You can feel all day exactly how you feel. For you, that's okay. But don't tell the guy beside you that he's wrong for feeling the way he feels. And don't sit there and try to spit a bunch of venom at somebody because they don't agree with you. Like, let go for a second, would you please? And just appreciate that both sides of the line have valid points or they wouldn't be there, right? Like, can we agree on that going forward? If you're in a protest, guys, I don't care how far right you are. Those people are out there because they believe, I hope, in the totalitarianism of it all, in all their groupings. There's enough people there to congregate in a nucleus that brings people around them that they believe what they're out there for. And you may not agree with it. You may not even like it. You may hate it. You may feel disgusted by everything that's happening, but it doesn't change the fact that they believe what they believe. All right. Now, you could be sitting at home watching Fox News and be 100% behind everything you're hearing. And that's okay. You're allowed to feel that way. You shouldn't be threatened in your home or pestered for feeling the way you feel. That's okay, But hey, George, right there. Right is right, wrong is wrong, okay? When it comes down to actions of crime, yeah, right is right, wrong is wrong. We can agree on that. But views are views. Opinions are opinions. That's not right or wrong, okay? So you guys, I would hope we could stop being so cut and dry on our views and our beliefs on things, and appreciate that we spend a lot of time trying to build, and especially this day and age, we got COVID cracking off right now. So everyone's being shut down. Communications being kind of sequestered to online communication where we read things. We're going to school online, right? There's not a lot of human interaction, but we spend a lot of time building these high-walled barricades around us, insulating us from anyone around us telling us that we're wrong or showing us anything different. And that scares the shit out of me. I'm going to tell you right now, it really genuinely makes me nervous. It makes me nervous to think that right now so many people are afraid of hearing another opinion for fear that it might upset how they feel or what they think or what they believe, because they feel so 100% solid about the fact that they are right, right? Why? How did we get so certain? When did everything become so absolute? When did we become so incredibly entrenched in our beliefs that we're not able to let go for 2 seconds and think that somebody else might say something that might change the way we see things? You know, you don't have to agree with George Floyd's life, but maybe something that happened here, maybe something about this entire group, this massive people that are up here, might actually open us up to thinking that there's something in this world that might be different if we try to do things different, right? Like, it scares me that we're not willing to have conversations. It makes me nervous that our world is coming to a point that we can't, as people, conversate amicably about things of the world, about people, about humanitarian issues. And I'm not saying that that's what George Floyd's birthday up here is all about. I'm talking right here, that this is what I want to create in this community. I want this more than anything, for people to be able to come in here and talk, have a conversation, ask questions. You know, if you have someone in here that pops up, you see their name, they have a strong view about something that you may not agree with, DM them, ask them some questions. Don't attack them. You know what I mean? You don't have to agree on everything, guys. You don't. Matter of fact, I hope people don't agree with everything I say, because I hope that I might be wrong. I might be very wrong. I might hear something tomorrow that'll upset everything about what I believe. It'll change everything in my world. I would hope that might happen. You know, I would hope. I look for those things in the conversations I have. I'm not going to lie, guys. When I step out into the field and I'm starting to interview people, it's nerve-wracking. Anybody would agree. Like, it's hard to walk up to a perfect stranger with a camera and a microphone and be like, "Hey, man, I need to talk to you. How you feel about that? You okay with that? I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm going to ask some personal questions. You okay with me digging into your life? What do you think? What do you think?" And it makes me nervous too. But I'm excited for the questions, or the answers that I get to the questions I ask. So, man, there's a lot more I could say. There's a lot more that I feel right now. I just know that right now, guys, the world needs more communication, less chaos. We need to open up fists and start shaking hands, because everybody, not everybody, but so many people right now, there's a lot of fear out there, guys. I mean, people are nervous to even leave their houses in a lot of places. We got COVID. We've got protests. We've got politics. We got killer wasps, or whatever the hell they are. You know, like, let's move in the direction of kindness. Can we please? And I don't care if you guys get on me for saying that's such a hoity-toity thing to say. I don't give a shit if you guys have issues with me saying move in the direction of kindness. Yes, let's do that. Let's move in the direction of conversations. Let's move in the direction of finding some kind of peace and harmony between whatever you feel and whatever they feel, and start finding a common ground, which is the fact that we're human. And our humble falterings, guys, the fact that we're all a little bit fucked up, and I don't mind saying that, is what really binds us together, right? Because I'm not perfect by any stretch. I've lived a choppy life at best for the things that have got me to where I'm at right now. And I can appreciate that if anyone else has gone through it, man, we can talk now. But if you've lived a perfect, you know, like high palace wall life, like, we can't, what do we have in common? We're all a little broken, guys. Like, we're all a little bit messed up, and we're all trying to figure it out. So hopefully we can try to figure it out together, right? In a community of people that are willing to have a conversation, that are willing to listen to people for a change. And I'm telling you right now that, like, if I had it figured out at the ripe young age of 73, end it. Be done. If you've acquired all the knowledge, if you've experienced all the information processing that you could possibly get in life at this point, call it, man. Call it. You're good. I guarantee I haven't. Here's a small thing. I had a little kid, actually, I was talking to about cake. We were talking about cake. And I asked him what his favorite cake was. And he told me that it was chocolate cake. And I was like, oh, okay. And there was, it's a whole thing. Anyway, there was 3 different cakes on this table. There was a chocolate cake, and he was excited to get his piece of chocolate cake. There was one that was like, it was a white rainbowy type cake. And then there was like this Jello cake, which was kind of weird. And he was kind of eyeballing it. He was like, I don't know what that thing's all about. And he was like 8 years old, 9 years old right there. And he was like, oh man. I was like, what cake do you like? What's your favorite cake? It's chocolate cake. And I was like, all right, well, what do you think of this rainbow cake right here? And he was like, it's okay. He had it. I think he probably had some that day. And I was like, what do you think of this Jello cake? And he was like, I've never had that. I was like, oh, you should try it. It's really good. And he was like, no, I'm good. I love chocolate. And I was like, okay, but you've never tried it. You might love it. And he was like, I'm good. I like chocolate. I was like, okay, I get it. And legit, like that came home with me. I was like, man, that's sad. That kid didn't want to try a new cake. I think in life, honestly, guys, and follow my parallel on this, so often we just figured that we have our favorite or we have our answers, and we're super afraid to just try something that we may have never tried or listen to something that we may not have heard because we feel we've already got it figured out, right? That kid was 8. He already knew he loved chocolate. He didn't want to try that Jello cake. And I was like, man, Jello cake kicks ass, bro. You might love it. Try something new, experience something different. You might find that it agitates or operates your soul, your heart, your thoughts in a different way. You might open up to something new. So, yeah. So I don't know, guys. I'm just hoping that we can figure out a way to better operate under the guise that we don't have it all figured out. We're learning as we go, and hopefully we can keep learning as we go. But ask questions, try to operate under the assumption that we don't understand what's going on in other people's lives too, and that I think is a big deal. It's something that I've learned in a big way, that I don't understand what your pain is. I don't understand your truths entirely. I don't understand entirely what you've gone through. We say a lot, and I've said this before, like, we could, that you sympathize with somebody, but like for me and what we're talking about with Black lives and with this push and need for racial and social equality, I can never be empathetic to that life because I've never lived it. I could be next door and sitting next to the same, in the same classrooms to a person of color, but I've never lived that life. And that's just the facts of life. Like I haven't. So how can I fully be empathetic to that cause? So I don't know. I know that there's been plenty of things that have happened where I've had to rethink me, and understanding that I don't understand everything about what you've gone through and what you're experiencing, which is why I don't get too harsh on people when they have comments that come across a little bit cutting, because I don't know, maybe I've said something that opened up a wound for you. Maybe I even represent, by the way I look, I personify for you something that just triggers something, and I can't control my face. It's just how I look. I apologize for that, but I know that moving into encounters with human beings, there's going to be so many things that happen that we don't understand. So instead of reacting out of anger, I hope that we can all work on responding out of curiosity. So anyway, those are my thoughts. So yeah. Yeah, I get on a little soapbox rant there from time to time, guys, and I'm just saying that I feel strongly about how I feel. That's all there is to it. So, and I was trying to let my phone charge a little bit, so you guys had to hear a little bit of the rantings of CJ. But I believe what I'm saying, guys. I'm not just saying it to say it. I legitimately believe what I'm saying. So. Yeah. So I'm going to go back up to this barbecue here, and I'm going to have some barbecue, and I'm going to sit by a fire, and I'm going to talk to some folks. I'm going to ask some questions. I'm going to bring my, I'm going to bring my voice recorder because I know that there's a lot of people that may or may not want their face on camera, but I got this guy right here. It's pretty cool. So I can just record folks and talk to them and let them know that they're being recorded so that I can have that conversation with them. And yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys listening to me and putting up with honestly, I'm going to spend more time doing this kind of stuff, guys, because I really feel like I spend so much time being quiet on camera, just asking questions. I know people talk. I don't get a chance to really tell you how I feel. And you know, I got to tell you, honestly, it's frustrating because I get these moments where I feel nervous to say how I feel because it might affect viewers and it might affect, you know, who's going to watch and who's not. And maybe this is what they learn in journalism school. Mad shout out to people that are going to journalism school, journalism majors like Michael, who I talked to yesterday. Maybe that's some of the things you learn is how to maintain your stance while it's being unbiased, but also, you know, not getting lost in the world of reporting. I don't know, you know, I'm slowly figuring it out, I think. And I'm stoked that we got you guys out here with me, you know, figuring it out together. But I hope you vote, you know. We lost light. Oh, maybe this will work. Boom, boom. Let me do this door thing. There we go. I don't know how long that's going to last, but I got to get out of this truck because Andrew's still chilling out up there, and I'm trying to get in on some of that barbecue. This phone's about as charged as it's going to get. Got my bag again. Hey, shout out to the squad for getting this bag for my birthday. I appreciate you guys. It's super dope. And it does everything I needed to do. So much appreciated. So I hope that you guys are having some conversation even right now in the chat. Because it's needed. You know, we need conversation. We need people to feel safe to converse. Legit, guys. Like, man, this blows my mind how dangerous it feels for people to not be able to talk to each other or just express your opinions. To me, not even say like, hey, I don't agree with you, and not have someone be like, well, what's your problem? Be like, there's no problem. My only problem is that you have a problem with me not agreeing with you. That's the problem. I also have a problem generally with people that come up to me and say, hey, you know what your problem is? Because I'm pretty sure they don't actually know what my problem is. Because I got a lot of problems. Technology is being one of them. You guys know that. So, but I'm working on that. I'm slowly working on that. We're getting there. You know, we're moving through that. So I'm going to plug this guy in. You know, I might just do the whole bag plug thing. It's pretty dope. Again, this bag's super cool, guys. So the bag actually has chargers and stuff built into it too. But as for now, I'm just gonna leave that plugged in. Yada yada yada. Anybody got any questions? I know I kind of went on a bender there for a second, but I'm sure there's got to be a question or two. Sorry, I got a gift of Reese's. Somebody stopped by. One of the viewers stopped in there and dropped off some Reese's with their kiddos. So, but they're super dope. I think they're glow in the dark Reese's. Oh, they're glow in the dark snack size wrappers. Pretty legit. Thank you for dropping those off. Very cool of you. Yeah, I just showed you there. Yeah, it's scary too when we talk about the lesser of two evils. You know what I mean? Like who to vote for, and it's just sad that it got to a place where we have to think about it like that. You know, it shouldn't be. You know, we should be excited for voting for who's going to lead our country. You know, like and be, you know, in the vanguard of like the next, you know, phase of development in the world, really. You know, so. Sorry, I didn't see that one comment. Their question there said, "Why are you not allowed to live stream right now?" Oh, I am, Lisa. I'm good with live streaming up there right now. My battery died on the stupid phone, so I had to come down here and get. Everyone's been incredibly cool about me live streaming. There has been absolutely zero issues with it. I'm just legit trying to get technologies figure it out here. So that's my only problem, and then I'll be back up at it, walking around, saying hi to people. So what's going on with the streamers in Portland? I don't even know, guys. They're in this cancel culture nowadays where it's like if you don't completely get behind what they're doing, you're cut off. Like you're out, you know. Your boys get that was you, Rebecca? Yeah, it was Rebecca that gave it to me. So which is ridiculous to me, guys, that it's gotten to a place where you know, and oh man, I can't even get in on that. That's just yeah. The whole cancel culture in the Northwest right now is crazy. Yeah. I mean, I got threatened, you know what I mean? You know, so it's just whatever. And you guys all that would been watching me, you know that obviously I'm not a police officer. I don't work for the cops. I don't give them access to my footage because it's all live. They can watch what they want. There's a nervous factor is that people are like, oh, I know who you are and you stream. And so I can single you out where there's like 10 people out there. There's 10 people out there that are like on any street corner that are streaming as well. But because they know your name, it's like, now we want you to stop streaming because we know your name. Where there could be someone standing right next to them. They're like, oh, we don't know you yet, so you're good. But sorry, I just like jammed my finger, cracked my fingernail. So, I mean, please read this comment aloud. Is that the comment? Okay, thank you, CJ. Looking out for you after seeing one video. Oh yeah, no, you guys saw it. Yeah, no, I don't mind talking about that. That's fine, you know. Yeah, it was it was ridiculous. You know, I got this, and the thing is, like, okay, guys, real fast. I want to address that real fast. So the other day when I got a couple things, really straight up. So when I got to that direct action march, a couple things. It was advertised on Facebook, so anybody could come out to it, you know. But again, it wasn't I didn't organize it, so whatever. Maybe there was just certain people they didn't want there. They don't want me there. That's fine. That's fine. But they can have their opinions about me. That's whatever. Everyone's got them. But they, in the course of me not filming, there was other people filming, and I was like, all right, fine. You know, we'll walk this line. And so we got to the point where the end of the night, you know, led up to, you know, the course of the night, where everything up to that point was just, you know, while I was walking with this group before I was recording, there was like plenty of people that were coming up shaking hands, that were friendly, that were cool, that were like, hey man, good to see you back here in the city, blah, 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 blah. But there's that small group of antagonized individuals that are like, no, we don't want CJ because they got their own personal issues with me. Whatever, have your issues. I really don't care. Mike Taylor, hold up, man. But so with that, that's that small enough group that said, no, we don't want you here. You need to go. And honestly, at that point in the night, it was time for everyone to go. And so I cut out, you know. And as far as anyone not, you guys, I don't have any hard feelings about anybody not like jumping into my rescue. What could you do? You know what I mean? It would have been different. I think I would have done things different. That's me. But as far as like anyone from out of town streamers, they got a lot of flack and a lot of grief for not stepping up. My feelings were hurt a little, whatever. I haven't said anything about it. I haven't put any like direct issues about that out there and said anything bad or derogatory about any one of them, just so you guys know. And I've talked to most of them about it. It's whatever, you know. I'm gonna keep being me, guys. I'm gonna keep pushing, you know. So it's okay. Yeah. So, but it was stupid. The whole thing was just ridiculous, you know. Anyway, because I've been there from the beginning. So what you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? But people are gonna act out of ignorance, and that's what that was. I don't mind saying it. That was just straight up ignorant. You know, listening to the sounding board of a couple people, like two people out of Seattle that have some bullshit to say, really, and that's what it came down to. Was some people, you know, and we know who they are. You know what I mean? Which is ridiculous, but you know, from the keyboard tower, you know, people got a lot of type power. You know, good for them. You know, they build an empire of bullshit, and that's fine. They can have it. They can have their. they can maintain their need for control of the controllable. You know what I mean? I would hope that all of us are at a place where we don't need somebody to tell us what to think or how to act. You know, we can go ahead and act on our own. So But if other people are in that place where they need someone to kind of guide them through the steps of life, then, well, more power to them. You know, there's a big ass shotgun mic. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing up. It's a furry beaver. But it's this cancel culture that we're in, guys, and it's ridiculous. You know, it's just, you know, it blows my mind, really, that people could be so small-minded. You know what I mean? So small-minded that they're in a place where they're like, you know, they want to spit lies as gospel, you know, and they want to go ahead and turn people for any one reason because they feel validated in their views, and they sit on this like holier than thou aspect of knowledge and understanding, whatever, you know. It frustrates me. It frustrates me because not so much because they do it, because a lot of people do that, you know, and but the ones that it frustrates me, people actually listen, you know, that there's anybody that would be like, oh, maybe CJ is a cop. Really? How obvious of an undercover cop could I possibly be if I was one? I have a microphone and a camera, and I'm 260 pounds of big face. Really? Get out of here. That's just stupid as hell. You are just dumb if that's what you think. And if you think that everyone in the police force doesn't have direct access to everything that everybody else is viewing at the same time that anyone else is out there, really? Come on, man. And that's where it's like, dude, here's where it's at with all of that. And I'm gonna say this right now. Anybody that's in that belief system, anyone want to go pass it along to them, you don't need to be on my camera. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my microphone. I don't care what you look like, never have, never will. I don't need to see your face, don't want to see your face. I want to hear your voice. That's why I carry a microphone. Because I'd rather hear what you have to say about shit than see what you're doing while you're there, okay? Because if you're gonna do some vandalistic shit and you want to go ahead and cause issues, that's fine. Go ahead. That's cool. But right now, what I want to tell you is that I want to hear why you feel validated in doing that. And I'm not even saying that it's not my place to call it out, you know, what you're doing, tell you when you're right and you're wrong. I just want to hear what you have to say. That's all. I want to talk to you. I want to have you let go of this belligerence that keeps you from being able to talk to people. You know, why can't you go ahead, put down whatever unsolicited feelings of animosity you have towards my fat face and have a conversation and realize that there's a lot of people watching. There's a lot of people that want to know too. A lot of people are curious about how you feel. Just saying, you know, I'm good with talking to you. I don't know why you have an issue talking to me. So, and I'm not saying everybody does. I'm just saying there are those that do have an issue with just talking. And it can't be because you hate me so much because you don't know me. So, you know, it's silly, man. But that's how people operate, you know. They operate out of, you know, a firm belief that they have it figured out, you know. So it's whatever. Eventually they will figure it out. They might realize that I'm not so wrong, you know what I mean, for just standing around asking questions. What would the world come to then? So I got my bag packed. I got my little GoPro set up here. I'm going to take some wide angle shots. And anyway, so someone asked, I'm in Minneapolis right now at George Floyd Square. Been talking to folks, having a walk around, asking some questions, getting some interviews. It's been cool, been very chill. Everyone's been super cool. And I think that's awesome that everyone has been so inviting and friendly, you know, everywhere else we go in the world, you know. It seems like there's issues there, but here and everywhere else, people seem to be pretty open to the fact that conversation's not dangerous. You know what I mean? That listening to someone isn't going to kill you. So anyway, yeah, a lot of issues. I'm in car mode right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do have a fat face, guys. I can't help it. It's attached to a fat neck. I'm a big bodied guy. I can't help that either, you know. It's just who I am. So, got my little GoPro set up here, guys. My little selfie stick for GoPro action. Which is cool because a big shout out to Cindy Jean, the other CJH. Well, one of two that I know, actually. You're not perfect. What did someone say? But have an ethical journalist card. Hey, Carly, thank you very much. I know I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. You guys might kick yourself if you listen to me. Then you're like, well, that guy was really full of shit. Man, what was I doing listening to him? You know, I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not what it turns into, because I feel genuinely like, I feel genuine in what I'm saying. You know, I genuinely, truly do believe that what I'm saying isn't so far-fetched. You know, I'm not a dum-dum. Anyway. Okay, we're going to do this. Boom. Set you down right there. Got my GoPro set up here. I need to do this here. And I'm going to go back out. The reception might be a little choppy on the phone. Oh, my gosh. Immediately. It's cold. I'm going to leave you guys in here. See you. I'm kidding, you crazy kids. You're coming with me. I hope that the lights are all turned off. We're about to find out. Either that or I'm going to drain Andrew's battery, and he's going to be furious. It's a good thing I got. Oh, no, that thing's dead too. So I was going to say, I've got my Halo, which turn off lights. Eesh. But my Halo can jumpstart a truck. It's pretty badass. I lost part of my Joby, y'all. Whew. Yeah, it's crazy cold. So I'm going to do a little test here real quick. I'm going to plug this in. You guys tell me if you can hear it, okay? How's that? Sound okay up there? Snapping. Can you hear me? So, again, be very clear. Everything out here has been super cool. You guys, there's no issues here with anything. Everyone here is actually just incredible. It's been a fun day. Hanging out. Everyone's been really chill. And yeah, we're gonna grab some barbecue now. I just want to make sure the lights turned off in the truck. Yep, we're good. We're good. It's choppy. Quiet. Oh, it's because the microphone's going the other way. So, check us out, though. This is the side of this church right here. I'm going to turn off that light. There we go. I don't know how well you guys can see this here. But this is George Floyd Square where we're at right now. I'm going to take his mic off the top, actually. There we go. But I wasn't ready to wrap yet. But I know that Rob had told me to come back and grab some barbecue, so I'm going to go back and get some chow on, sit by the fire and kick it. Boy, my gosh, it's cold. No joke, guys. It's so breezy out here right now. Yeah. Sound is good? Yeah, I'm just doing it off the phone. I'm not running any of my any mics. So we're just going to walk and talk for a minute here, and then I'm going to go give you guys a breather for the night, probably, because there's Andrew right there. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this scary looking dude. I know. Is there still barbecue getting served? What? Yeah. I haven't gotten it yet. I got to go see if there's any left.
Yeah, go see. There might be some left, but right now it's just music in there, dude. Loud, so be careful.
Okay.
They took my Instagram video down.
Really?
That's how it is now. But I mean, I can go live. I went live again. But Facebook.
Let's walk down there real quick, then we'll come back. Just real quick. Because you know how it goes. If I end up eating barbecue and chilling out, then I'm going to be down here all by myself.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, poor Andrew sitting in his truck.
No, actually, I'd be so bad.
Oh, poor guy.
I can't feel my knees. I feel cold.
Andrew wants to go sit in the truck. I'm just not going to let him. We're going to keep him out here all night. No, I still see that. Oh, that's the fire going. Look at Andrew. Look at him walking. he's like, the hell, man, I wanted to go. What? You think I got anything boxed up?
Yeah, you got stuck talking to your stream again, didn't you?
I did.
You did.
But it was good. I think, hey, guys, for real, I think we had a good chat. I got to cover some stuff that I think needed to be covered. So that was good. So we're going to go ahead and
Yeah, man, that's just sad.
I just want to walk it down and back there because they died. My phone died in the middle of our feed up here.
I'll
So
wait for you here in the middle. I can't feel my hands.
sit by the fire, dude.
No, I just say goodbye to everyone.
Oh, it'd be awkward if you went back now. All right. So yeah, this is George Floyd Square, guys. This is Cup Foods right here. So again, I don't have any. He doesn't look cold, but he feels cold. So again, I don't have copyright clearance for any of the music you might be hearing right now. So I'm gonna try to talk over it real quick and just let y'all know that check Andrew's pockets. Yeah, I'm gonna check his pockets. This is Cup Foods right here, guys. This is the store where apparently George Floyd passed that. They said he passed a counterfeit bill. Right here is the angel right here that is painted where George Floyd had passed away. Yeah, we missed the barbecue, but it's for no good reasons. For good reasons, y'all. So I'm gonna keep cutting it down here. I gotta get away from the music because it is copyright situation, y'all. So these businesses, they're all operational down here. Just to be very clear, there's plenty of businesses that are still working. Some just aren't open because COVID, I'm guessing. But as we're moving away from this music here, get you guys a look at what's happening here. I know, no barbecue. But I kind of, it cut off early while we were down here at the grave or the cemetery, the one up here. So we're gonna go back up there and take a look. Man, I know everyone's just chilling out here. It's so cold. I'm not used to this cold though. That's me. You guys know that. Well, so real fast. It was pretty wild. I don't know if I told you guys back at the Cup Foods over here. They released the balloons, but they were Mylar, and they went right into the power lines and blew out the power for this entire block. Everyone was laughing. I think I mentioned before, but they were like, it was George Floyd's big final like FU to the Cup Foods. They called the police on him. But anyway, dang, this thing is just one huge mural. I'm not sure if any of this was anyone in the comments, man. Was all this stuff here before, like all this mural here? I'm guessing not. Yeah, definitely not. Wow. Oh, man. These things are intense too. These are all made on all the blocks. They're like Normandy style, like D-Day beach landing stuff. But this whole area has been from the beginning. But they've kept it very peaceful, and they've maintained a lot of effort in keeping the the community here inside of that George Floyd Square area, the whole kind of their occupied area. They've kept it very, very peaceful from everything I've heard. So that being said, I think that's why they've been able to maintain it. But one of the things they say is no justice, no streets. And when they say that, normally what you hear there is no justice, no peace. But when they say no streets, I mean they're not getting the streets back. So yeah, this is where the phone died. I didn't get a chance to really show you guys much of this these tombstones. Take a look at these real quick. And all those names that you saw me walking by, these are the tombstone representations of those names. Sorry, it's cold. I talked a lot in the truck. I'm just cold right now, so I don't have a lot not saying much. Oh my gosh. What's up, Dave? How you doing? Rochelle, how you been? Ooh. Yeah, it's been a police-free zone, they call it. Why have you only been able to watch a minute? Demetra, what's happening there? All right, Mike Holt's in the house. What is happening, Mike? Candy McDonald, did you say something about me walking on the graves? I'm walking in between the graves. Unless they buried everybody perpendicular to the tombstones. And again, there's no one actually buried here, to be very clear. Jeff, what's happening? Marker, Candy, I hope you're watching. Marker, grass, walk. We'll do this one too. And grass, marker, walk. And Robin, I don't have my rock with me. Pardon, I'm sorry I didn't have that. Yeah, a heated gloves or a heated jacket would be nice right now. I'll tell you guys what. So, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Candy. Oh, the names on the street, Candy? We're not supposed to walk down the street now? Oh, apologies, Candy. Because there's people that drive up and down that street all day, just so you know. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Well, Candy, that's a silly comparison. Anyway, their names on the street, they're not actual graves. Man. Yeah, I know. I got it, guys. Name the street. Good night, Jennifer. Hey, Steph, yeah, throw that to the Amazon wish list. That'd be great because it is definitely getting cold out here right now. It's funny. My nose is either running from pepper spray, tear gas, or from this Midwest. Is this Midwest or is it Mideast? Real question. Because either way, I wasn't ready for the cold. Where? thin ice. As in, this pond will be frozen and it will be thin ice. Or maybe it's talking about the comments from earlier. People were skating on thin ice. I don't know. Hey, Salem, Jeff, hit me up. I'm not even kidding. I have that written down on my paper for things that are coming. So is Salem still going to be cracking with COVID and, you know, whatever else is going on in the world that is scary, which should make for even a better Halloween scary time, right? I don't know. But I am very curious. So Jeff, get back to me, DM me on how that looks for Salem for Halloween. It's Midwest still, really, Melanie? It's crazy. When does it turn into the Mid-East? Curious. Good old Minnesota. Minnesota. Yeah, so everyone's pretty much cleared out, guys. I'm gonna take you with me back to the truck. But anybody? Hey, I know that I had a couple people that requested come on. So I'm gonna add somebody right quick. Don't do anything weird like flash your juju berries or anything. If you do come on, just saying. Yeah, I'm looking. I got a Green Bay jersey now, so I'm gonna have to rock that. Go to Lambeau Field. As long as they're not playing the Seahawks, we'll be okay. Ooh-wee. So anybody got any questions? They want to hop on here with me for a second? Please. What size? Yeah, juju berries. Appreciate juju berries off. What size? What? That was not what I expected to hear. All right, we're getting up to that point where it's going to be a music situation here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut the feed here in a second because I think it's pretty much gonna get to the point where, like, I don't know, maybe this is it's that local jam. I don't know, but either way, I'll get up here and man, my hands are so cold they don't even register on the screen. There we go. Trying to do that thing.
You out of here too?
Just a minute.
He's looking for you, bro.
I saw him. He passed me. He was like, I can't do my hands. I gotta go.
Yeah, he told me he left and then he came back. Oh, I guess he's still here.
I ran into him on the road coming back. He was like, you were talking to Stream in the truck. I'm like, yeah, I had to take a minute. I had to take a minute. Yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna come sit by the fire for a minute. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute. I'm just gonna wrap up. Whew. Man, crazy. But hey, for real, the love out here is great, guys. I mean, sitting right here in the center of like the George Floyd Square, right? And we're chilling, and everyone's super chill. Everyone's hella cool. Everyone's like legit, just inviting and friendly. So it's So this is the one of the George Floyd memorials here. But besides sweatshirt or jacket, extra large on the sweater. I think I used to be 2XL, but things is changing because of all of that
COVID, or not COVID, but I mean that protest waiting there lost. So hey, I just want to tell you guys, I appreciate you coming with me today, hanging out. And Ken, I hope that we've covered some ground, answered some questions, maybe opened up a few more questions. But I'm gonna do a real quick wrap because it's cold. It's real cold, and we're out here in the street. So I appreciate you guys being a part of this tonight. And yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow. I'll be back in Kenosha tomorrow night. So a lot of love, you guys, and appreciate everyone that came out to say hi tonight. It was really good to see you and get a chance to meet some new folks. And yeah, we got some stuff on the horizon that's coming up. So I'm gonna talk to y'all about that here in the next day or two. Okay. But yeah, the art behind me. Incredible stuff. I mean, there's some really incredible art back here. So around the corner with the Cup Foods right there. Great stuff. Anyway, guys, yeah, it's just I see comments. I want to talk about them, but I'm gonna let them ride. Let you guys talk. Hey, if you guys see some people in here that had, like I said before, if there is somebody in here that said something that made you feel some sort of way, don't be afraid to reach out to them. And hey, if you said something pretty strong, don't be afraid to receive that question. Okay, let everyone talk. I hope you guys have a chance to communicate with each other on your own, outside of the confines of this, live stream. I mean, we're building a community here, guys, and I'm talking worldwide. There's people all over the planet that have questions, and hopefully there's some people out here that will have answers. So talk amongst yourselves, talk amongst yourselves, and open yourselves up to different views and different walks of life, guys. That's the only way we're going to get change, and we're going to push for a better tomorrow for our kids yesterday that are behind us right now. So let's bust our ass to make the world better for them. All right, put in the hard work today so that they can have the world that we want to have. So that's what I'm going to tell you guys all right now. I've been asked about, like, what do we think it's going to take to make this change happen? Really, what it comes down to is we may never see it in our life, guys, and I've said this several times, but we can plant the seeds for our children to go ahead and take the harvest. So if we can help give them the tools they need to be safe enough and healthy enough to raise up and to keep moving in the direction of progress, then that's an accomplishment. And that's maybe all we can hope to do is pass on a better today for their tomorrows. So love you guys. I appreciate you riding with me today. It's been a long day from Kenosha to Minneapolis, and tomorrow back to Kenosha. So I'll be talking to you guys soon. All right. Stay safe. Love you.